Alright, I'm gonna make a little bit of a movement guide for you. Even though I know if I share videos, I don't know if like me things you're excited to do a lot of research in order to figure out like best ways to do it. And it's kind of annoying. I'll just teach you a couple things that I think you should know first that are like first off is something that I never did and I sometimes still don't do because I'm not thinking. Alright, so it's called strafing. So, not tapestry, just strafing. So when you're firing, you should be moving back and forth, like, and crouching in order to make yourself harder to hit, basically. So if you say you're in close range, like, it just makes you harder to hit. Yeah, so that's a good thing to do when you're shooting. Basically, the farther away you are, the longer you want your strafes to be, because it's harder to track them. But if you're far away, if you're moving like this, it's gonna be much easier for you to track you than like if you're moving strafing like this. But if you're close up and you're strafing like this, you're gonna be easier to hit than if you're doing like stuff like this. So like basically, the closer up you are, you wanna shorter your strafes, farther away, be longer strafes. Mix crouching in there, because if they're going for headshots, they'll miss you, or whatever. Like stuff like that. Pretty easy stuff, but like definitely helps your survivability, and that's like most of the movement stuff is to help your survivability. Like it's not meant to like make you like a god at aiming or anything like that, but like even though I suck at aiming, like you know. First we'll start with something called a slide jump. Oh, first key bindings actually. So key bindings, you'll need scroll up on move forward. Jump, you'll also need scroll down for jump. Crouch, holding shift. Now I know like I used to always scroll down to change my weapon, so I made changing my weapon the middle button on the mouse. That's just what I decided to do. That's what I felt comfortable with. But yeah, holding shift to crouch. You have to hold shift, so it's not like toggle. Like, see, I can toggle down, go back up, toggle down, go back up. Shift I have to hold down. If I let go of shift, then I go back up. Now you're gonna need this for bee hopping. I just got used to it. I mean, it's not that bad. If I want to like be crouching around a corner, I'll use C. But like, because if I want to like stay crouched, I'll use C. But if I'm like for my sliding and all that kind of stuff, I use the crouch button. I'm the shift for my crouch, hold, or whatever. But so for slide jump, you're gonna have to be at full speed. So you're running your max speed. So like race like this, like you'll start running slowly and then you'll pick up speed. Shouldn't take that long to do. Then slide jump, and that'll be a slide jump. You're gonna need this for almost everything, every movement thing. So like you're gonna need to start like this. Hold, slide jump. Hold, slide jump. Just like that. You know, you can get that down. You slide jump. The timing's pretty easy. But yeah. Alright, so next I'll teach you how to bee hop. I'll teach you how to do that. Okay, so bee hopping, you're gonna run straight, slide jump. Alright, that's gonna be the first step. A slide jump that we just talked about. The slide jump can be then you're gonna hold down the shift button when you land and start scrolling down on the wheel. And you will start to like do this weird bunny hop thing. So you'll just keep scrolling down on the wheel after the slide jump and holding shift button. Toggle, you cannot toggle it this one, so that's why you need to hold shift down. It has to be hold to crouch. So don't click the C button down and try to do this. It's not gonna work. It'll look like this, and that's not what we want to look. And you'll lose momentum really fast. So you want the non-toggle one. You want to hold shift. All right, so go forward, slide jump. That was a bad slide jump. Going forward, slide jump. See that? How it's kind of weird? You'll be able to tell. See that? It's so much harder to hit you when you're B-hopping. Like, you move maybe a little bit slower sometimes, but like, you can be like, it's a good way to dodge enemies. Like, I wouldn't use it as an aggressive tool so much. It's not really an aggressive tool, but if someone's shooting you, you can like do stuff like that in order to like make sure they don't hit you, because your character will look like they're jumping. If you see someone jump, you know, kind of the animation they go into when they jump, and sliding, but like toggling between the two as they run. And so it makes it much harder. If you're just running, you're gonna like get shot, and like they can track you easily, and your head's always in the same spot, so like you'll be like also like prone to headshots. You'll also be like, I don't know, your body won't be moving at all, so you'll be much easier to hit. But if you're B-hopping, then like, then it's much harder to like hit you while you're running. You will be like, they'll miss a whole lot more. Now I will say what ruins a B-hop are hills. So if you're trying to go up the hill, do not try to B-hop up a hill. It's just not gonna work really that well. You'll lose momentum really fast, and you'll start doing a thing where it looks like more like you're like going like this. Lost momentum, not B-hopping anymore. So it's walls, little crevices like this can also ruin it. So I'd say it's like make sure you're B-hopping when it's appropriate. But yeah, so shift, slide jump, hold shift down, and scroll down on the wheel. Make sure you're not like waiting too long, so like all stuff like that works. If you're gonna change directions while B-hopping, I would say let go of W. Yeah, just let go of W completely, and just hold the way you want to go. So say I want to turn around this corner when B-hopping, just hold D, let go of W, and look that way. Then I'll be able to make it around that corner much easier. Like that. And it can be helpful when you want to heal. So if like say like there's a better way to do this when you're healing, but I'll just do this just in case. Maybe like around the corner want to heal, you know what I mean? When you're running somebody, or you say you're in teammates, you're in a battle, and you just want to like get behind a corner or something. Make sure you're running full speed, B-hopping around that corner, and then
need to recharge my
popping
shields.
that heal or something. I don't know. You can just also do it while you pop around this corner. Say you're like running, jumping, boom, boom. That you do it that way too. All right, so that's B-hopping. Next, you want to get used to wall jumping. So this is a wall jump. What I just did there. Looks pretty cool, I know. We're flying through the air. This is really good to approach people actually, and escape people. So it's very important to learn this one. I think a harder part than learning these things is implementing them into your game. Like I have a hard time with that still, and like I mess these up sometimes as well. So like I'm not like perfect at it either. Oh yeah, always toggle your gun off. You do not want your gun to be hanging out. It slows you down when you run. It makes it much harder to do movement things. You'll be slower. I would say always toggle your gun out. Bring it out when you're in a gunfight like that. More like that. You just want to always keep it away if you can. So yeah, that's just a side note. So when you're running, we'll do that slide jump thing we're talking about, okay? You want to make sure like midway into the slide jump like this, that's perfect. Like a perfect like height you have on it. You don't want to slide jump here and land like right down here on the wall. You want to like land up around there when you're doing it. So you want to like start sliding around then, and then there we go. I use scroll down when I jump off of walls. This entire process, I scroll down on my wheel because you have to hit the jump button as soon as you like hit the wall. You have like a little gap that you can like hit the inputs for a wall jump, and you don't want it to look like this. Even though you got the height on that, it just took so much longer to get off the wall. Like Like, it took so much longer to get off that wall. So, like, I like wait. Like, sorry, I have to get full speed first. If I like wait, it is more time for me to be on the wall. I want to like jump off the wall as soon as possible. So like I would say, keep scrolling down on the wheel like this. I know you can't see it, but like just keep scrolling down, and you'll get off the wall much faster. Okay, it's good use. A good use to it is like, say there's somebody right around there.
Let's go this way.
Right here.
Contact with target.
And you want to just get a peek on them first. You want them to not be expecting it. You want to come in a way it's gonna be hard for them to hit you. You can run, slide. That was bad, but you can like run. That was really bad too, but I'll ignore that. You know what I mean? So like you can get an angle on them better. You'll be flying at a fast pace. It'll be hard for them to react to you. So yeah, it's just gonna be like, it's just a good approach option. If you're gonna like approach somebody around a corner or something like that, you got a wall you can use. Yeah, they're right there. And they're not gonna be hitting you when you're jumping off of walls and look really like hard to hit. They're just not gonna hit you. I would say try to be as less linear as you can pushing the wall. Like this is bad. I would say a good sideways option is good. That way you get a good like distance this way. So if they can't just like, if you just jump and start going in front of them here, it'll be easier for just like to light you up while you're going down this way. But if you jump like this, it's gonna be much harder for them to track you the entire way that way. So I would say, yeah, this like an angle like this is good. You can just start sliding or something like that, you know what I mean? That's what I would say for that. So wall jumping is pretty good. Next thing I'll teach you how to do is tap strafing. So tap strafing, I taught you to slide, jump, and then scroll as soon as you hit the wall and look the direction you want to go. So I'm going forward that way. That was also not full speed, so I could get as good of a launch off of it as I could have. Yeah, and then like, you know, it's also good if someone's shooting you at you and you want to get away, you want to be a hard target to hit, then you can do that. You know what I mean? It also makes them scared of you because you look sweaty and all that kind of stuff, but you know, whatever. Okay, now tap strafing. I'll teach you the inputs first, and then I'll teach you why you use it and what it's good for. Alright, so we're going to start off with the slide jump again. That's basically every single move you ever do. Alright, now as soon as you're done with the slide jump, let go of W. So you do not want to be holding forward on these. It will mess it up terribly. So just, you'll look stupid. Basically, it just won't be cool. So just let go of W when you use slide jump. Okay, so say a tap strafe is when you're in the air, you slide jump in the air, and then you change directions drastically. So I say I'm doing this, I slide jump, and then I just whip around this corner instead of going forward. So like you'll be going like this, and then you'll see me slide, and I'll jump, and I'll just like my full momentum will change, and I'll just go this way. Which is really good to dodge bullets, really good to get around corners to heal faster. You can also tap strafe into a wall and jump off the wall. So like this is not in my line of view, but if I like tap strafe into that wall, I can wall jump off of it. And it just is like makes you super hard to hit, you know? So sorry. So yeah. Slide jump first, let go of W. And keep your finger on the shift, I guess. You don't really have to, but I do. So yeah. That's the first thing. Then I'm gonna start looking this way or this way. So like, the thing with tap strafing is you have to get used to doing it both directions. So when you're right when you hit air, so like you can't do this too late in the jump, or you can't do it too early in the jump. There's like a second or half a second window in your jump that tap strafe works perfectly. So and then say I want to like behind there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is jump, look the direction I'm going to go. Alright, so say you want to go this way, you look that way, like that, or not that, but you know, you would look that way, And if I want to go this way, I'll look that way. So, very simple. I know I'm being like a baby. Talking like a baby, but I'm just trying to like make it as clear as possible. Then you're in the air, you're gonna hold either D, and when you look this way, you're gonna hold D. So like, you're going right button, so if I'm like walking like this, I'm gonna hold that way and look that way. And if I'm going this way, I'm gonna hold A and look that way. So basically you'll run, jump, hold A, look that way. That's half the move, alright? That's not half of it, it's a 1/10. But you know, I'll be holding the direction, letting go of W, and it's looking that way. Like that. So you see, already am kind of like moving a little bit. That's not nearly as much as we're gonna be moving, but I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of movement there when I do that. When I jump, and I go the direction. See? I move a little bit. Now, maximum movement, we're gonna like when we look that way and hold the direction hold the direction we're going to go when we look that way and stuff. Scroll forward on your mouse. We changed that to move forward. So moving my mouse forward like this. At least for me, it's going like this. But in like when you're doing a task strafe, see how it kind of launches me. You'll see. 1 second. See how I just get launched in that direction? See? That was bad, but you know, I was in at full speed. See? I get launched around this corner, you know. See, this is gonna be used for a lot of things. You can do a 180 with this thing. Actually, it's a little harder for me to do. I can't say I can do it first try, but I can try. So you'll like run and then do like a full 180 around. So you big running. There, I did it. See? You just gotta like, definitely something you gotta like work on a lot. See? Did a full 180. So like that is very good for movement. Getting up houses, like faking out your opponent, going around a corner like that, you know. Then like say you go around the corner like that, you do the tab strafe this way, and you start climbing up this wall or whatever, evading. Like it's very good for all that. Also, you can, like I said, tab strafe into a wall, and this wall, jump off of it like that. So I'm going this way. I don't know, I can do like that, you know. Someone's following me, you know, it can be like...
Boy jumping.
Yeah, I got around that corner much faster, I can get up here, but stuff like that. Like, it's just very good for that. And it's gonna take a lot of practice. I'm not saying you're gonna get it immediately. It's not gonna take a whole lot of... I learned in like a day or two. But like I got pretty good at it. Like, I'm still like, when I'm in game, I'll mess it up. Like half the time, which is not good.
Need to
but
recharge
I mean,
my shields.
that's just like you have to get used to it. I mean, if you really want to get good at the game, it's kind of fun. Plus, nothing feels cooler than like launching yourself across the map like that. It's just funny. Say I want to get that zip line, and I want them shooting at me or whatever. I can just like launch myself into the zip line like that. So like. Like that. So like, it's pretty fun. See, a good use for it again is healing. So when you're running around this corner, I can like tab strafe behind over here and start healing while I'm in the air. I'm going that way. So I could be like, that was really bad. Give me a sec. Boom. That was also really bad. See, I messed it up a lot too. It takes a lot of practice. I
recharge my shields.
I'm gonna go around this back thing. Then there's a wall like where these guys are. That was kind of okay, not really that good, but like again, not good. I'm messing it up a lot right now. I'm trying to do this input.
Recharging my shields.
It's a little hard to get used to, especially when you're mixing in a heal. Mixing in a heal is really, really hard, but really important. So the move. So
recharging my shields.
See, I can do stuff like that. and it's really good for when you're trying to get out of a sticky situation. Of course, that wasn't perfect. Aiming this thing's a little bit weird.
Need to recharge
That
my
I did
shields.
not strafe nearly enough to the right side. Again. But yeah, you're gonna pop a heal when you're strafing in
Need to
behind
recharge
the
my
wall or
shields.
something. Say around this wall, if I wanted to tap straight around here, it'd be like... I messed that up, like, I don't know why I held 4, anyways. But,
Recharging my shields.
like that. Like that, it's like, you know, tap straight behind this wall, I can heal, stuff like that. Anyway, another thing, really quick side note, it's like kind of stupid, but when you're climbing up something, if you hold forward and then hit crouch, you can launch yourself or something. Yeah, this is something I've seen professionals do a lot, but it's difficult. I don't know how they exactly do it. Like they hold forward and crouch and run. I don't know. Anyway, forget about that part.